see your brother have a touchdown?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I just did.
Good day for the family.
Yeah, perfect day.
What did this game mean to you? I mean, you've been through a lot, obviously, with all the injuries, to come out and have this game.
To be honest, I mean, it's a blessing. Like, to be honest, like, going where I came from, like I said a few weeks ago, never been hurt. And, like I said, your body just reacts certain ways when, I think, getting older. But I'm just blessed and thankful. I mean, these guys never gave up on me. Go out to practice every day and just keep working. And this is the results. And I'm just thankful. I mean, the O-line deserves this more than I do. I mean, them guys went out there and moved the defense line all game, and, they controlled the game. It was just all about the running backs hitting the holes and, pressing and doing all the right things.
Did you have leg cramps? We saw you on the sideline there doing a bunch of stretching.
Yeah, I'm not used to all that running again. I'm not used to all that running, but, yeah. But, amazing medical team we have, what they do, getting us the right fluids in our body just to get us back going. I tip my hats off to everybody. They deserve all this more than I do because, again, I'm just here to just play ball and help win. And, they take care of me and do the right things.
First touchdown run, how important was that block from D. Eskridge? It looked like he really was sprung in there.
Yeah, I went back to the sideline. I told him, I said, man, you made a big boy block right there. I said, how big are you? How tall are you? It's amazing, just seeing him and how he works. I mean, he works every day. Just last week he had a touchdown, and then today he makes an important block. Just him being key in all different types of situations is amazing, and see what he can do. I mean, he can play wherever on the field, and, I'm happy to see everybody grow from this.
You talked about physically what the injuries have done. What about mentally? What has that been like?
Mentally, emotional roller coaster. I mean, days where, you just be like, should I continue to play football? And then other days where you just be like, I got to go in and, do what's best for me. Man, it's been hard, hamstring strains, calf strains, but I just put my head down and I just kept moving forward. And, I think that's advice to anybody, who's in the league and battling injuries. And, it's not going the way you really want it to go. But just keep putting your head down and just keep moving forward. I mean, the next day is always a new, brighter day. And that's how I always look at things.
Putting your head down. Does that mean staying off or doing your best to stay off social media?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think social media was the biggest problem my first 2 years. I always focused about what other people thought about me. And I started realizing, half the people really don't know who I am, don't know who Rashaad Penny is, don't know what Rashaad Penny do with his day, doesn't know what I think about. At the end of the day, I'm still human, and everybody else who get hurt and, go on social media and look their names up and see what people are saying about them. It could be the worst things possible, and it can tear somebody down. And that's what it did to me a few years ago. But, now it's like you're numb to it. And then now it's like you don't care about it no more because that's not who you are and that's not who I am. And, I'm to be honest, I'm really not satisfied with how I played because I know what I can do, and I'm pretty sure everybody else know what I can do. It was just all about staying on the field for me, and I'm just thankful I came out of this game injury-free.
Given all of that, what was the feeling like when you turned the corner there and knew you were going to score a touchdown there in the first touchdown?
I've been telling myself, start running more aggressive and, just hitting the holes. If nothing is there, just hit it. And, it was amazing the hole there. So, it was just all about hitting it and trusting your block. And then, just one-on-one with a safety. And, one thing, these guys does a great job here is teach us, when it's a one-on-one with a safety or a corner, they're not going to tackle you. And, it's something I've learned from watching Chris and now having, Adrian Peterson in the room, watching his highlights a few days ago, just looking at what he do different in the run game. So try to mimic a little bit of that.
You get the start and unfortunately get hurt on the first carry. Were you wondering at that point if this opportunity was going to come? Did you ever think like this is it or anything? Or?
Not really, because I knew it wasn't as bad as what it may seem. I came back and played. I could have finished the game and I could have played a few weeks ago. It was just more so just making sure my body is right. Again, it sucks because I've never been through this before, so it's just something new and it's repetitive. So, and I'm doing everything right, taking care of my body, doing all the little things, but it's just your body tends to shut down on you sometimes, and you can't control that. You can't control anything that happens.
What or who made you get off social media and realize it was damaging?
What and who? I mean, to be honest, it just helped out better for me mentally. I think.
What made you change this? That's it. I'm done with it. Was there a point? There's something in particular?
I just feel like people don't know who you are, so you get to look and see what people say, and that what kind of bothered me a few years ago. But I think now I've grown, and I come to realization that some people really don't know who I am and don't know what I do, and don't know how hard I work to get to the position where I'm at now.
These past 2 weeks, it seems like you've really been able to show your all-around skill set. I know it was last week, but the big block and the blitz pickup and a couple other nice blocks and pass protection. What's been the key for you there? It seems like that's an area you've really improved, even with not having a lot of snaps in the field.
I mean, the crazy thing is, with the pass protection, I've always wanted to do it. Like, it was always a want-to for me. College, unfortunately, I didn't do it as much. And, it's a want-to, and that's something I really wanted to get better at because, it keeps you in the game longer, and it gives you more chances, more opportunities to play. Travis does an amazing job. To be honest, he's taught me a great way of pass protection, and I think he does an amazing job at what he do. So I watch him every day. We do blocking drills, with Chad, run back coach, and Travis leads in, and he does an amazing job at what he do. So I try to mimic and try to do some sort of things he does.
What was it like watching that blitz pickup in the film room on Monday or whenever that was with the rest of the team?
Man, I'd sell out anything for 3, man. I know he's going to make the pass as long as the blocking is there. I know he's going to do something magical as long as everything is there, and just having him alongside, helps out us a lot in the long run.
What's the best advice that he's given you in pass protection, Travis?
Stay with the guy, keep moving, strike first. That's the first thing. You want to get your hands on them before they get their hands on you.
Was there a point this week where you knew you were going to have this bigger role in this game?
Just practice hard every day, every week, and just continue to keep rolling and just trying to be available. I think that's the most important thing for me. I'm just thankful that I came out injury-free, knowing that that was the case, and knowing that I'm not out here just to get hurt on purpose.
Anything else?
Thanks, Fred.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rashaad.